when you've done interviews, I've seen stuff over the years. You were in pro wrestling, as you alluded to earlier, in the late 90s in the late 80s to the early 90s. So yeah, just I'd love to hear about that and that time, prior to WWF, WWE, because I didn't realize until years later that you were, I just thought it was combat sports, and then into WWE.
Yeah, no, I actually started with Buzz Sawyer, where I did training with him in Sacramento. I drive up from Reno with my dad, and we go down there and we train, sort of. But Buzz was going through some hard times. I know he's working over in Japan at the time. He'd go over there every now and then. He'd come back. And so when I went down to a school to work out, we kind of went through this little tryout that he put me through. And I remember rolling with him on a wrestling mat, like collegiate. And he was very, very strong. He was very, very good. I could tell at one time he was state champion. But I dominated him after about 10 minutes of us going after it, right? But before that, it was pretty competitive. But I just got the best of him in the end. Well, Buzz's idea that he came up with, he's always this guy trying to find out ways to make money. His mind just works that way. He would do these tryouts, and he would bring these guys in, and they would pay him, I don't know, I don't know the exact amount, but it was a few $1,000s. And so he would tell me, like he did with me, he said, just go with them and make them quit. Because that's what he was trying to do with me. It was because I went down and tried out, paid money. He was trying to roll and just dump me, because he would do it with everybody else, and he'd just keep the money because they quit. Well, once he couldn't do that with me, he was like, okay. He brought me in, but I remember going there, and I wasn't learning anything. He was teaching me how to bump. He was teaching me how to do these little things. We didn't even have a ring. We were doing it inside a racquetball court. And so he had these mats down.